think I got all these are supposed to be for the mayor.
Okay.
This is the one that is for the city,
Yes.
and this is the one that is the PFA.
And you know who your signatories are?
I'm the secretary, the mayor's the chairperson.
Okay.
I did.
It's all good.
You're right.
Is this Julie? Okay.
Yes. 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 And then go to the council. Do it all at the very end. If that's okay with you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right.
All righty, so that we can stay on time this evening, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting of the Public Facilities Authority to order. First up on this agenda this evening, we have the RFP results presentation.
All right. Hey, good evening. First of all, thank you guys for coming and meeting with us on this special called PFA meeting. My name is Christopher Holt. I'm with Davenport, financial advisor to the city. Also, Roger Murray, who serves as bond counsel to the city as well. And we're here to discuss the RFP results for the stormwater financing issued through the PFA. Here on page 1, going through this presentation, we just wanted to give kind of a general background of the PFA's creation when it was developed via the 2024 legislative session earlier this year. The members were appointed in July, and then once the PFA was created, and the reason why it was created was to create a different financing option for the city to be able to fund these stormwater projects. So in September 2024, city staff notified Davenport that they were ready to proceed with the PFA bond. And moving on to slide 2, you can see that earlier last month, we distributed out a request for proposals out to our local and regional banks. The proceeds for this bond were to fund 3 different projects, with one, the Public Facilities Authority, to reimburse the purchase, to also finance the improvements to the Public Facilities Authority, Public Works facility, and then also to finance the Fishbowl Park. We were pleased to announce here that we received 9 proposals. We offered both 15 and 20 years. Of the 9 proposals, we had 6 proposals that came back at 20 years, and we were just talking just earlier before this that 2-3 years ago there weren't nearly any banks going out 20 years. So it really is just a testament to the financial position of the city. To get 6 banks to offer 20 years was terrific. Here you can see that we moved forward with Huntington, and on slide 3, this is a summary of the proposal. Huntington offered a 20-year 4.06% rate that was fixed until final maturity. Their prepayment for the first 5 years has a little bit of a 2% penalty on the par, but after that there's no penalty. And the reason why we went 20 years was the annual payment the annual payment would be low, would outweigh the overall additional interest cost for the life of the loan. So that's why we elected, in conversation with city staff, to go 20 years. Slide 4, this just goes over what the final debt service will look like. The city's going to be paying just over $600,000 a year for the next 20 years, and the cost of issuance was just under $100,000. And then getting into slide 5, this is our recommendation and rationale. We would recommend moving forward with the 4.06% bid from Huntington because it was the lowest interest rate option available that offered prepayment flexibility, and it was fixed until final maturity. They also had lenient continuing disclosure covenants, minimal closing costs, and as I just alluded to, it was fixed until final maturity, where we received some bids that had a variable rate, so it would just be able to eliminate any future interest rate risk. Which leads us here on slide 6 to the timetable. Where we are today is at the special called PFA meeting, where we're looking for the adoption of the bond resolution that Roger has and will be presenting. But then after that, Once this is approved, we will then have the city council meeting where we'll, again, present the results, and then the city will adopt the city resolution. We'll then commence validation on the bonds, and then we'll close in mid-November on November 12th. And then the appendix just has just kind of the overall details of the bids. I won't go into those details, but if there's any questions that the authority board may have, I'll open it up now. But thank you for allowing us to come and present these results.
Very good. Any questions from members of the authority?
I was just going to, if you're ready, ask that you make a motion to adopt the bond resolution. The bond resolution authorizes the issuance of the bond at the interest rate he just quoted and authorizes the execution of the intergovernmental contract with the city. Of course, as you know, this is a limited recourse obligation of the PFA payable solely from amounts received from the city.
Were there any questions on this from anyone?
Just one quick question. So this won't be a property tax line item, right? This would be reimbursed from the city through the stormwater funds to the PFA, right? And the reason I'm asking that is I get that question all the time. Is, like, is this going to be taxed towards our residents or not? I think I know the answer. I just want to get it out there.
This will be a debt service that's covered, a combination of our general fund and the stormwater fund.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
There will not be a line item on the tax bill necessarily.
That is correct.
Yeah, we're leveraging future stormwater income today.
All right. Any other discussion on this? All right. We have before us a resolution that staff is requesting adoption on.
Motion to adopt the resolution as presented.
A motion and a second to adopt the resolution on the bond as presented. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. All right. Takes us down to public comments. Mayor is the presiding officer. All remarks shall be addressed by the Public Facilities Authority as a body. I guess I'm the chairman, not the mayor, right? Yeah. I'm just reading what's in front of me. If anyone wishes to speak, they should come to the microphone, give their name and address to the city clerk. Limit remarks to 3 minutes unless further time is granted by the authority. Not speak a second time until everyone wishing to speak has spoken once. No one should speak more than twice. Do not speak unless you have the microphone and have been recognized. Anyone wishing to speak this evening? All right, seeing no one wishing to speak, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor? And we are adjourned. Easy peasy.
Right, but this is for the solution. No, this is the one for